It's interesting that like way back in ancient history or whatever, kids would like make nursery rhymes about the plague and whatnot, and like nowadays we make like jokes about COVID-19,
Yeah.
as if it's just like
Back then, they probably did constantly, non-stop.
yeah.
Chris, thank you for saving
Oh.
my brother. He called me and couldn't stop talking about how you used my Lavatar to defeat that crazy kid.
Oh, the AVGN was this guy's brother.
Yeah.
I see.
You know what? Keep my Lavatar. In fact, you should take this handy invention.
Ooh, I've never seen one of these before. What is this strange new device? Records all Pokemon you've seen or caught. Build a team and see if you can continue your father's legacy.
Legacy. Yeah.
I imagine that he like announced it as dramatically as that and just like threw out his fist and
Remember Garymon?
Gary. I do remember Garymon. Holy crap!
The Professor Kleiner's quote. That's hot.
That's hot.
I love it so much. In any situation he says it, it just kills me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's so weird because like there's like several Pokemon abridged series, right? And none of them were like sufficient enough good like Pokemon parodies in my eye until Garymon came out. It's like, wow, this is actually like a legitimate
It's time to
like
get your first Garymon.
a funny take on these characters. Like it was like genuinely hilarious.
What was he was like Ash Freeman or something.
Yeah, it was a reference to John Freeman from Full Life Consequences.
Yeah, I know. I love that as well. I love how it's like Gmod memes crossover.
It
like
was
all memes
so
crossover.
clever. It was so undeniably clever. Although it is one of those like examples of remix culture where you do have to have a vague understanding of Gmod culture and Pokemon culture and all the references. Because like imagine like someone that's never like seen Gmod before and who's never like watched a Pokemon episode before, and you just put Garymon in front of them, they'd be like, "What? I don't understand any of this." Oh, the characters are making funny faces. Okay. Like that's how I feel when I like try to meme in public.
Pokemon, but with animals instead. I don't get like the Pokemon story fully that as well as I do with Garymon. Yeah. That first episode though, that's fucking cinematic as fuck with that fucking music swell with the Pidgeys is like, oh
yeah. They actually put legitimate effort into that. I'm pretty sure there was like original music and everything.
Yeah. Meet Idolite, battle begins.
Is that true in every scenario? Like, what happens if you're like taking a shower and you look out your window and there's like a Pokemon trainer standing across the street and you make eye contact and he runs into your apartment?
That's got to be an animation. You're just someone showering in the Pokemon world. Like they put their Pokemon belt on, they take it off, they start showering, they turn their head and look out the bathroom window and there's just a trainer. And then they look back,
trainer right there.
They look back. And then they look back again, and they're closer to the fucking window. They're like just walking towards you, and it goes.
No, it's like you're standing in the shower and you hear the. It's like, wait, what happened? Why is the music going off? Could you imagine in real life if you just like looked at someone and like you're on the train and you're trying not to make eye contact with anyone else in like on the crowded train, and then as soon as you do, like you make eye contact with someone across the train, and then like you hear the.
I kept looking up and then seeing this woman like looking at me, so I kept checking to make sure she stopped looking at me, but she kept looking at me again and again, and I'm like, okay, who's continuing this? Like, is this my fault that this keeps going?
So this is going to sound like super strange, right? This is like one of those things that you like have thoughts about but don't tell anyone, right? Because like, man, people are going to think I'm fucking weird, right? But sometimes when I'm on a crowded train and I'm tired out of my mind, like two different like types of thoughts will go out through my head. One version of it is that it'll be, I hope nobody on this train is a mind reader. because if someone's reading my mind right now, they're gonna think I'm fucking weird. And then I think, no, if they're reading my mind, they're the weird one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so that's number one. Number two is like sometimes I'll see like an old person staring at me from across the way on the train. And like I wonder if that's like me from the future.
Oh my god.
He's about to tell me something.
I'm sure I've had that thought before. When I was like really young and just I thought like, thinking magic exists.
Yeah, like
we can do anything
like,
now that scientists have invented magic.
No, but that's the thing though, is like magic doesn't exist in the real world. But in cartoons and TV shows, where the main character discovers magic for the first time, they didn't think magic existed in their world either. So checkmate, atheists.
I love the parallel universe theory thing where if every possible parallel universe exists, then I fucked it up.
Is it the one where it's like, if every possible universe exists, then there's a universe where none of them exist?
If the theory is true that there are multiple universes, then there is a universe where that is not true.
Oh, damn. That's like a mindfuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I couldn't fucking get my tongue around it.
Yeah. Do you ever have like situations that are like sort of the definition of like a paradox, sort of? Because like I don't know exactly how to phrase what I'm trying to get out there. It's not really a tangible concept, but like one example is when you're trying to go to sleep. The more you think about going to sleep, the less likely sleep is to come to you, right?
Exactly.
Just weird situations like that.
Sometimes, I lie awake. And
Oh
I'm
shit!
like,
Fuck! I wasn't paying attention. I just killed my only friend.
I'm lying in bed, ready for bed, ready to sleep, and I just start thinking, at some point in time that I have no control of, I'm just going to start thinking of things while I'm comatose.
Oh.
And I don't have control over what I think while I am sleeping, and then at a random time I'll wake up, and it's just like I can't believe I do this every night, and I didn't think about it this hard.
Yeah.
It's just strange. We just lie down in a dark room and then think about things.
Do you ever think about like what pets or like animals think of humans that just like will like look at a sheet of paper for an extended period of time and then
Animals
just not do that?
Animals do see humans like looking at like their like birds can see humans looking at their phone, and they would start being loud and stuff because they're like, pay attention to me instead of that thing.
Yeah, because they don't like know that you're focused on something. Like they don't understand.
No, they know you're focused on something. They know you're focused on that little rectangle. So whenever they see it, they get antsy.
Yeah, but they don't know what it means.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying they know what a phone is. They just know that the human loves object.
But what if they did? And then the Vsauce music chimes in. What if birds?
What?
That's the end of that hypothetical. What if birds? What if you were sitting in your room and then a swarm of birds just flew in? What would you do?
Water, something about water, because it's impossible to describe. One might ask the same about birds. Are birds? We just don't know. The color of infinity inside.
I'm trying to remember this like
glass.
There was something on the Discovery Channel where it's this like dramatic voice that's going like, the predators of the sky, pigeons.
I love birds.
I love when they like over dramatic over simple concepts.
I said, yep, what a concept. I could infect a lot of people myself and put them in a concert during a pandemic. That's literally what happened.
I am seeing a lot more like photos because I think Americans are getting sick and tired of like having because like stupid people aren't abiding by the lockdown rules, so it's extending the lockdown. But people who supposedly aren't stupid are going out more and having parties and stuff because it's like, no, we've waited long enough. Yeah. It's time to start doing shit again. But like then they become the stupid person. Like there's a bunch of YouTubers that have been doing
farts and shits.
Like, yeah. Shitting and coming.
Shit. What are you gonna do? Shit and cool. What is that from?
Gonna cry. I don't know what started it. All I know is that just a bunch of voice people would start doing like character voices like gonna cry maybe shit and come, maybe piss your pants. Like what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I've never like that's like, have you ever burped, coughed and farted or like and
shit
at the same time
and kick up like, and vomited?
That's like the kind of like hypothetical that like a kid would come up with.
I'm gonna do all of those before I die. Like, I'll try to do it like on the second,
simultaneously.
Yeah, on the very second. I'll just like
I just remember
my body so much that it'll explode.
I think I was in like the 2nd grade when like some kid told me if you burp and cough and like you know sneeze at the same time you die or something like that.
Oh, I love stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Not spreading it, like just being on the outside and being like, wow, that's really stupid. Like this one kid that was like, if you look at your own dick, that's gay.
Man, I feel really bad for teenage boys. They can't masturbate because like touching a dick is gay.
It's homosexual right there. I am the happiness rater.
I am the happiness rater.
I don't need anyone else's opinion to be happy.
I don't need your opinion. I can score your Pokemon. Oh, my Pokemon. Oh, this is just...
Yeah, it's the intro screen, but you can do it again.
Oh, what the fuck? That's lame.
No, it's just a cool feature. I would have loved a feature like that.
No, I mean, it's a good feature, but like they disguised it as like something else completely. You didn't change your look at all. In that case, yes! Okay, I was worried that I just lost the $1,000 for a second. Like, $1,000 for this! I'm out of here! Or if it was Homestar Rhino, it would be like, best $1,000 I ever spent.
Science again. I said science again. Try buying a burn heal at the mart. I almost said
good point. Maybe I should get a burn heal. Because like when I was a kid, I didn't really think about like the items you like need. I just hit the attack button over and over again.
Item I got, I hoarded. I just didn't want to use them because I might really need it later. But recently, nowadays, I just go fuck it and I just use items. Any opportunity it comes up to use an item, I use it.
The thing is as well, when I was a kid, I also didn't let's get 5 Pokeballs, yeah. As a kid, I actually didn't read much of like what the NPC text was. So like, but now as an adult, I read it more when I'm playing like RPG style games, and like I actually like take into account what they're saying, and if they say you need this item, then I'll actually go out and buy that item.
I paid full attention. I wasn't a butt face.
But like, I never used to do that. Like me actually paying attention to the NPCs became a recent thing.
Who kept sending me messages asking where to take the wallet in Pokemon Bronze 1.
What did that character just say? What did that character just say when I said, what did that character just say? Good times, good times. Yeah, quit. Quit! Hey, Sonic Dude 3 here, and you'll never be seeing me again. You have time for a goodbye song? I don't even know who the fuck you are.
What's that from?
Sorry, that's a YouTube poop of Sonic Recolor who said he was leaving YouTube, and then in response, everyone YouTube pooped his goodbye video.
But what did they originally make?
I don't know. Commentary videos, I think.
Oh, okay, so no big loss.
I want to be the best there ever was. To beat all the rest. Yeah, that's my cause. That's Bedgar, Speakatron. Fiddly doing Speakatron.
To beat all the rest and then beat my own.
There's air conditioner.
Time to fight.
Blanket poster.
Time to fight with motherfucking roosters. What the fuck is that? What is a routes? What is that?
You don't know routes?
No,
routes is
I
from
know about routes, but I know what is physically routes. What is that?
It's a plant, I assume.
A little doll with a spiky hat.
I wonder what Mud Slap does. Let's give that a shot.
Mud Slap. Baby Mud's.
All right, well, I just kind of assumed that it was like a... Oh my god, it responded in kind. I just assumed that it, like, was one of those things that doesn't really do a lot, because there's just, like, some abilities where it's like, wow, that attack sounds really cool, and it's like, then your Pokemon sprite just wiggles a bit, and it's like, oh, your opponent's attack fell. It's like, well, that wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, I love to just go physical moves and just brute force it, because I love Pokemon for the world exploration and talking to the NPCs.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like, when I did my games, I had someone who knew what they were doing do the battles.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
I talked to Cool Boy Man, the maker of this hack, a few times before it was released.
Yeah.
And, like, he had a YouTube channel going. He started up and he just got, like, partnered with Machinima. And then after just never uploaded any content.
To Machinima or to his own YouTube channel?
YouTube.
Okay, I mean, I guess that kind of
He never
makes sense,
posted on Machinima either.
Well, it was probably focusing too much on, like, making the game itself, and I don't know, some people are, like, more into, like, the video side of things, and other people not so much. It's more of an afterthought for them.
Zomat.
Do you remember Blaze's Pokemon Adventure?
I can't forget Blaze's Pokemon Adventure. It's the only thing I think about every night when I go to bed.
It's so memorable.
Every night when I go to bed, aliens tickle my feet.
I mean, head would have been the appropriate rhyme there, I feel.
Probably the lyric, I just forgot it.
Okay.
Turns out I am an American after all. I just plumb forgot it.
Just plumb forgot.
Who needs the
So that's actually based on a song?
grace of Ganesha when you have Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise staring at you with their dead eyes?
Please do not offer my god a peanut.
This is a forgery! A cheap $2,000 forgery!
A cheap $2,000.
Yeah.
If I'm going out in a blaze of sour grapes.
I love Apu. I miss him. Please come home.
I miss Apu as well.
Apu's in Hit and Run, so we'll be at home there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, if Apu is so good, why isn't there an Apu too? You?
Well, sometimes that happens if I've had, like, a fairly spicy dinner.
Oh, you. Oh, Freako, what am I gonna do with you?
I love how there was a joke in The Simpsons where Grandpa calls Apu Achu. He goes, something Achu. It's poo, not chew. And Grandpa says, well, I have trouble with both. Achu.
Classic Simpsons.
You never see them interact, Grandpa and
Apu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like rewatching some classic Simpsons with my partner the other week, and I was thinking about like just how many classic Simpsons characters we haven't seen in a while.
Like the stamp the ticket guy.
I guess.
Stamp the ticket.
But like, I'd love to see like I think like one of the fan favorite characters that people wanted to see return was that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm trying to remember. He red hair. He was like a James Bond villain kind of.
Hank Azaria. No. Hank Scorpio.
Hank
Azaria is the voice of Mo.
That's right. Yes, and I believe
Hank
Apu
Scorpio,
for a while.
They tried to bring him back, but in a different like character form 2 times in the movie and in earlier episode.
I was gonna say apparently
really
they wanted to bring him back in the movie, but like they thought that a general audience wouldn't know who he was.
That's just sad.
So they switched it out for someone with the same voice actor.
Fucking Hank Scorpio, it would be like, dude, we're in meme heaven.
Yeah, right?
Instead,
That'd be so
we've
cool.
got this other guy who acts exactly the same, but not as often.
Yeah. Yeah. And Herbert Powell is another one that I'd like to see again, but like it feels like with new Simpsons, they dunk on like old whenever they make a reference to old Simpsons, it seems like they're dunking on it a bit. Like for example, when Herbert Powell came back in an episode, it's literally just his voice only on the phone, and it's like, hey, you've contacted Herbert Powell. I'm poor again. Yeah.
That's such a slap in the face.
Yeah, right. And then there was the other. It's like when John Connor died at the beginning of Dark Fate. It was like, why would you do that to the fans? And then what was it? There was a reference to Mr. Bergstrom when Marge was just like from downstairs, like, Lisa, somebody who loves you is buttering your vegetables. It's like, not now, Mom. I'm sorry, Mr. Bergstrom. I'll tell her that you stopped by.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
God.
So mean-spirited.
This hot chockey is nice.
Yeah, non-sugar hot chockey, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been, like, wanting to get back on keto for a while, but I'm, like, so...
You
That's,
should.
like, a self-discipline. That's a self-discipline that I'm, like, not quite ready for yet.
I
got a
believe
haircut
in you.
the other day.
I've done nothing but believe in you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about as far as, like, my YouTube channel is concerned? Do you think I could potentially make it on as a YouTuber?
I think you could realistically...
Or should I get a real job?
I think you could realistically do good stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. You have some
that
knowledge
weekend-
that a lot of other people don't really have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to English.
That kind of reminds me of like when I'm like to my partner, I love you, and they're like, why? I'm like, what? Don't put me on the spot like that. Like, just take the fucking compliment. Yeah.
I would ask that too.
Like,
if
I didn't
someone
think
said that to me.
I mean, true. It's a mood. It is a total mood.